Hi there. So a lot of students are going to have trouble with the station model, but it's a lot easier than you think. The first thing you're going to get is a set of data. This one's kind of more of an intro, but we have temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, dew point in degrees Fahrenheit, wind, we have a direction and a speed. We have pressure, millibars, and then cloud coverage. Now, the first thing we want to do is pull up our Earth Science Reference Table, page 13 on the bottom. And you'll see the key to weather map symbols. Now, this table shows you exactly where to put all of the information. It gives a little description on them, gives you an example. Here's the present weather, air masses. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is draw a circle. Now, temperature, you see the temperature is always going to be on the top left. And remember, there's never units on the station model. So we're just going to write a 30. But we know it's in the top left. We know that means temperature, and we know that it's going to be degrees Fahrenheit. For dew point, we can look down here, bottom left. We have a dew point of 29 degrees, but we're only going to put 29. Now the wind is 10 miles per hour from the northwest. Now, miles per hour is very close to knots. We're going to use knots. It's coming from the northwest, so our tail is going to come from the northwest. And one whole feather equals 10 knots. A half equals 5. So we have 10. So we're going to do one whole feather. You know that's 10 because if it was 5, it would look like this. Kind of choked up a little bit on there. So now we're up to pressure. 1012.0. We've learned that in order to code this, we get rid of the 10 and the decimal. We put in the top right. It's 120. There are a couple of rules that apply to that you'll have to know. And then for cloud cover, it says 50%. Just think of it kind of like a pie chart. We're just going to shade in half of this. And that's everything. Let's do one more example. Okay. Draw the circle. It does not have to be perfect. Temperature, 54. Top left corner. Right, temp. Dew point, 41. Wind is 15 knots from the east. So that's one whole feather for 10, one half feather for 5, 10, 15. Pressure is 10, 13.2. We're going to get rid of the 10, get rid of that decimal point. We'll put a 132. And this should really have the units, millibar. Then cloud coverage is at 25%. And that's basically it. We'll get a little further into it with barometric trend, precipitation, what type of weather there is, but this is just a good introduction for you.